Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're continuing our series on modifiers in UModeler X. The next modifier we're going to look at is the FFD, or the Freeform Deformation Modifier. The FFD modifier is a powerful tool that lets you manipulate your model's shape by using a lattice of control points. With different grid resolutions, you can achieve different levels of control over your object's shape without having to adjust a vertex point or move an edge. It's perfect for making complex adjustments to your model's shape in a smooth and precise manner. Let's see how it works. All right, so the first thing we're going to do for the FFD tool or the modifier here is go ahead and create a game object. Now, I think maybe building a quick, simple bridge would help demonstrate how this tool could work. So the first thing I'll do is go ahead and create a bridge, but instead of using this tool, what I'll do is hit delete and I'll go ahead and select my box tool and I'm gonna click and drag this out. Great. And then I'll kind of pull that up like so. All right, so now we have a surface for our bridge. All right, and then what I'll do is go ahead and create some other parts of it. So I'll have a few more pieces here. So what I'll do is create a railing type of thing here. And I think that might be a little thick. So I'll just go ahead and move that inward a little bit. And what I'll do next is add a few loop cuts to it just to give it some more polygons there to work with. And then what I'll do next is go ahead and duplicate it, put it over there. And next I will copy and paste this at different parts of our bridge. All right. So this is going to kind of used as our railing. And then for this part, I'm going to add some loop cuts and I'll put some loop cuts in the center, just put one there. So it looks pretty good. And then next, what I'll do is create a simple railing type of thing here. Think of this as kind of like a wooden fence. Pretty simple there, wooden fence. And I'll take it and kind of move it over. It's not a modeling tutorial per se, but this is definitely kind of part of how you would kind of approach maybe blocking out something. So what I'll do is go ahead and take that and I'll also add some loop cuts to it. And I'll go ahead and spread those out. Awesome. All right. And so then I'm going to go ahead and copy, paste, bring that up. So we have two there. And then I'm going to take both, copy, paste, and bring those over. And I think that feels about right. Not perfect, but it is designed to give us what we need. All right, great. So now we have a pretty simple bridge there. All right, so the first thing we want to do is go ahead and combine these here so that it's all one piece. So I'm going to go ahead and hit combined. Great. And so next, we're going to go to our modifiers, right? Finally, to the modifiers. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the add modifier. And then here you see FFD, but there's different grids. So this particular matrix grid is 2, 3, and 4. Let's start with 2. So when I select 2, you can see that that grid is applied to the full mesh there. And now if we select these vertices here, it's not manipulating the actual vertices of the mesh itself. It's manipulating the whole mesh within this lattice, right? Within anything within this lattice will be manipulated. So that's kind of how this is working. So you can kind of have some fun with that. And so for instance, if you wanted to kind of do something like this, you could, or maybe make it short there. That's pretty nice. You can kind of decide how you want to utilize this. I like this. All right. So what I'm going to do is actually remove it and let's go to the next one. And I'll add this one. All right. And so this one is nice because now we have more to work with. And again, it's going to manipulate the full mesh, not just the vertices of the mesh. So what we're gonna do is bring this up. See now we got something. Now we're getting something that looks familiar, right? A bridge, a curved bridge that was so easy. It didn't take me any time whatsoever to do this. So that was awesome. And so now we have a curved bridge, or we can go in the opposite direction as well if we wanted something that kind of slopes down. Pretty nice. So whatever it is that you're looking for, you could do it using this here. And so what I'll do is remove that again. And for the last one, what we're going to go ahead and do is add the 4. And as you can see, we have more options here. So the cool thing about this, you can also move these. You can do this if you need to, right? You can move this edge and it kind of starts to kind of collapse that way. Or since we're doing bridges and we want to kind of have some fun, I'm just going to kind of push this upward, give it a little bit of curve. So that's kind of nice, right? Kind of get a nice little curve that kind of goes down and out. And then you can kind of stretch this out if you want to. That's pretty cool. Or you could take this and kind of go upward like that. Or you could take this one and go down. So that's pretty nice. And so now we have a bridge that kind of curls up and kind of comes down and gives you a nice feel. Now, if you want to make it even more stylized, we can take this edge and kind of pull this out like so. Take this edge and kind of pull that out like so. So that's pretty cool. And then you could even, instead of just moving it, you can do it this way as well. So that's kind of nice, right? So what if we wanted to kind of expand that, kind of do something interesting there? And we want to just select all of these. And let's just make sure we're selecting just those top ones. We can kind of open that bridge up a little bit to kind of make it look pretty interesting. So what do you guys think? Pretty stylized, pretty nice bridge, right? Put some nice textures on it, you're good to go. All right, cool. So yeah, so pretty much that is our lattice there. And I think it's a pretty powerful tool. It really gives you some nice shapes, some nice styling options with it, and you can manipulate your mesh pretty easily. All right, so that's pretty much it for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any new ideas for new modifiers, be sure to share them with me directly. I love to chat about new features. Make sure to stay up to date with all the latest features and updates by hitting that subscribe button and clicking the notification bell. By doing so, you'll never miss out on any of the exciting updates. I'll see you in the next one.